Fire and Ice is a short 8-line poem by Robert Frost. In this poem, the poet wonders how the world will come to an end. Either it is going to be a volcanic eruption, or it might be a complete continuous snowfall which will cover the earth with ice, and there would be another snow age. But the question is not like that. It is not a geography class, and when the poet is talking about the world coming to an end, we have to understand he says these things in a very metaphoric way. By the world coming to an end, the poet doesn't mean the physical ending of the world. He never says a meteor will strike us and the earth will turn to ashes. By the world coming to an end, he means the end of the human values. The human values will come to an end, and for him, that is the end of the world. For conveying his message, he takes two symbols. One is the fire and another is the ice. Now, fire can be source of inspiration, but in this case, it is not like that. Here, it is the symbol of destruction. Now, the fire can be the fire of desire, fire of rage, fire of jealousy, fire of hatred. In fact, all the negative emotions are associated with fire. Fire of desire, the greed for materialistic success, the greed for earning more and more money or acquiring more and more property. That is the fire of desire. Fire of rage, anger. Anger leads to violence. Violence leads to destructions and war. So this fire can also bring the civilization to an end. Fire of jealousy. It is not external, it is internal, but it can be damaging for human beings. And the fire of hatred, the disagreement, the misunderstanding among the communities, that can also lead to destruction. Destruction of ethos, destruction of sympathy. That could be the end of the world in one sense. And in the next stanza, in the last stanza, he talks about ice. Ice is coldness. There is no warmth of human emotions. That is ice. Lack of passion, sense of distance. While talking about ice, I would like to talk about a new concept called xenophobia. The spelling is Xenopphobia. Xenophobia is a fear of a new culture, new language, new religion. That is called xenophobia. So, xenophobia often stems from this coldness, the refusal to understand others. That is xenophobia. So, on the one hand, fire can be destructive. On the other hand, ice can also destroy, end the world. So, fire and ice, they represent two extremes of human emotions. And by writing such a poem, Robert Frost wants to draw a balance between the emotions. Probably he is trying to say that excess of everything or being obsessed with something can lead to serious problems. Rather, it is better to concentrate in the middle and live a happy life. That is the abiding message of this short poem. Thank you.